Jets. What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Jets Ward. I am your host, Ryan Ward, and I'm so excited to be back with you guys in this episode. I have a fun one. There has been so much going on in the NFL, but one thing I have not talked about to you guys yet is about candidates I think can have breakout seasons for the Jets, and there's multiple players that I think could really have good seasons for the New York Jets. But before we get into the episode, if you have been here before, welcome back. I always love having you guys in the Jets Board. It's always a fun time talking with you guys. I enjoy it. It makes me so happy. It is so fun doing this, making these videos for you guys and hearing your opinions too, because that's what the Jets Board is about, hearing opinions and sharing opinions. This is a safe space for you. And if you are new here, welcome. I always love having you guys in here as well, whether you are Jets fans or fans of another team. You are always welcome no matter what. This is a safe space for you as well. Now, getting into it. Like I said, this video is all about candidates I think can break out for the New York Jets. Players I think are going to have much better seasons than what they are projected. And the New York Jets, a lot of fans, I've been talking to a lot of people who comment on the video. There's always the comments like, oh, the Jets aren't going to be that good. Oh, they suck. And they have for many years. I'll say that out right now. The Jets have not been a great team for a long, long time, whether throughout the whole Robert Saleh era, throughout the whole Adam Gase era, Todd Bowles, we had one good season with him. Rex Ryan at the end of his career wasn't great. It's been a long time since the Jets have been a top team. They've had good defenses, but we've had awful offenses. When our offense would perform, our defense wouldn't perform. Special teams has been very solid for us, except for past couple of years. We've had some rough spots. But it is a new regime. I think AG and Darren Muji have done a great job at building this team and hiring an offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator. Tanner Engstrand as offensive coordinator. Steve Wilks, the pro defensive coordinator, Tanner Engstrand, the rookie. I think this is going to be a new feeling for the New York Jets. I think we're in the right hands, and they seem to be building a culture, building a team, and getting players in here that are lead. There's no more leaks. It's all quiet. It's all about business. Okay, we're getting rid of the old guard, bringing in younger, more hungry players, more aggressive players to fit this AG system. Now, offense and defensive players are going to be mentioned, but I think a lot of offensive players, really, that's where I'm going to really focus on a lot in here, because I think our offense is going to be much better than a lot of people think. I think Tanner Engstrand is going to utilize Justin Fields and these offensive pieces that we have and actually make a more modern, more exciting offensive system than what we have seen previously. And I've mentioned him already. The first guy that I'm going to talk about is Justin Fields. Justin Fields, this is his third team since he's been drafted. He was drafted by Chicago, and he never had a real offensive line surrounding and protecting him. He showed flashes there. He's always been really, really good when it comes to running the ball. Throwing the ball, he's got a cannon of an arm, but he's been inconsistent. He was in Pittsburgh last year, ends up getting traded there. Starts out the season, goes 4-2, and has beat some pretty good teams. But again, wasn't lighting the world up with his arm, but lighting it up with his run game, that run game ability. The Jets bring him over. This is going to be the best offensive line that he is going to be playing behind. Olusegun as our left tackle. John Simpson as our left guard. Tipman as our center. AVT is right guard. And new rookie Armand Membu as our right tackle. Solid, young foundation. Give Justin Fields time, and I think he could light it up. Now, is he going to be a top 5 quarterback? Most likely not. But you can't see him being a top 10, top 15 quarterback in this league. The guy does have accuracy. He's always on the run. He's never had an offensive line to protect him. Give this guy time. A lot of people are saying, oh, he can't diagnose a defense. He can't read a defense. He proved he could in college. He's proved at times in the NFL that he can. He's just never had the time. And now you bring him back. He's got a better offensive line. He's got a solid run game. The running back crew that we have with our 4 running backs that we have, technically 5 with Kene Nguanu as well, are solid foundational pieces, young foundational pieces, starting with Breece Hall. You got a new tight end in Mason Taylor. Solid player. Jets really, really like him. Got rekindling that connection that he has with Garrett Wilson and Jeremy Ruckert. I think Justin Fields can break out. It's looking like in practices he's got a new throwing motion. It's not as long. It's not as janky. It's more fluid. He's always had power in his arm. Now, having him have more protection, he could really open up this offense. And the Jets' schedule isn't as brutal as a lot of people think. It's tough in the beginning, but then there's a lull in the end of the season when we can go on a run. Justin Fields can beat you with his legs. And I think he's going to prove that he can beat you with his arm this year. 26 years old, ton of upside still. I think Tanner Engstrand is going to put him in the best situation and take what he learned, what everybody's been seeing from Cliff Kingsbury and Jaden Daniels, how they function together. I think Tanner Engstrand can do similar to that with Justin Fields, because Justin Fields is a bigger type of quarterback, a strong quarterback. Yeah, let him beat you with his legs. Let him beat you with that strong arm that he's got. I think he is going to have a breakout season this year. And I think he's going to prove to people that he's not just a running quarterback, that he can be a dual threat quarterback. Okay? So Justin Fields is my first guy, and I'm really confident. He was the guy I wanted in free agency all along. You could check back on my old videos. You could check back on comments I made on X. Justin Fields was always the guy I wanted in free agency. And going back into the draft when we took Zach Wilson, Justin Fields was the quarterback I wanted. He played better competition, beat Trevor Lawrence in college, played great for Ohio State. I think Justin Fields can light it up. And I think he's going to have a breakout season for our New York Jets this year. Now, continuing on, I mentioned him already. I think Breece Hall is going to be much better as well. We are going to be using a running back by committee. I don't think that he's going to be traded at all. There have been rumors, his name mentioned in like trades and stuff like that. Ain't going to happen. AG and Muji seem to really like AG. And AG even said that he has a whole stable of backs that are tough and can do a lot of things. Breece Hall is still young. He's solid when it comes out of the backfield receiving the ball. And you give him space, the guy can run forever. He's not the quickest guy. He's shifty, though, and he's got some power. And you let him out on screens or coming over the middle on a little route coming out of the backfield, he can beat you. And then you have him who's more shifty, still power, but more shifty. Then you pound the rock with Braylon Allen and Isaiah Davis, who's more power. Donovan Edwards is back there as well. You could use these stable of backs because I think the Jets are going to carry 4 running backs: Breece, Donovan Edwards, Braylon Allen, and Isaiah Davis. Honestly, Breece Hall, I think, is going to have a much better season, and don't be shocked if he gets his first 1,000-yard rushing season. I think he can really do that, and I think he's going to have a lot of receiving yards too coming out of the backfield. Justin Fields does like to check it down, get the ball quick out of his hands. Breece is right there, and he can beat you. And if you do that, then Garrett Wilson's over the top, or another player that I'm going to mention later in this video. But Breece Hall, I think, is going to be a breakout candidate as well. I think this offense is going to be a lot better than a lot of people think. I think the defense is going to take a step forward. I think this offense is going to take a huge jump forward. I really like Tanner Engstrand, and I know he's a first-time NFL play caller, but I really trust what he is going to do and put this offense in a better situation. Now, continuing on. So I got Justin Fields and Breece Hall. The next one, I got Arian Smith. I know a lot of Jets fans were not happy when we drafted him in the 4th round. I know there were a lot better receivers on the board, or a lot projected better receivers on the board. But in all honesty, the biggest issue that a lot of people had were the drops in college. And I know it's infuriating. We dealt with it with Alan Lazard last year. Josh Reynolds has the drops issues as well. Arian Smith, if he can figure it out, if he stays focused, and he's not afraid, he called himself out about the drops. He needs to stay more focused. AG raves about this kid. He loves this kid. And I've been growing on him as well. And I'll tell you why. The speed. The Jets have never had a receiver in their offense that can take the top off a defense. None that I can remember. Jeremy Curley, not really. Greg Dortch was here for a little while, but he was more of a slot receiver, kick returner. Garrett Wilson is fast, but that's not his game. He's more of the pristine route running. Who was that guy? Santana Moss, maybe? It's been a long time since the Jets had a burner. And if this kid can figure it out, he could be a solid number 2 receiver, slot receiver, or on the outside. Press man against him can be a little tough. He needs to build up a little muscle because A.Z. Thomas in the rookie minicamp was shutting him down with press. But put him in the slot, give him space. This kid could ruin defenses. He is a matchup nightmare. Think Jameson Williams. He came out of college. What was his issues? Drops. AG mentioned the same thing with Arian Smith. He reminds him of Jameson Williams. Another thing, too. This kid could be like a modern version of Deshaun Jackson. Or, if you want to get even younger, Devontae Smith from the Eagles. The kid's got blazing speed. He will take the tops off defenses, and he will terrorize defenses. He can open up a lot for Garrett Wilson. I think this kid's going to surprise people. Gruden loves this kid. I know that's not saying much because when he was coach of the Raiders, they didn't really draft well. But I really think this kid could be really, really good. You can't teach speed. You can work on the hands, get him in front of the jugs machine, let him just rep after rep after rep catching these balls. But you can't teach that athletic ability. You can't teach that speed. Arian Smith will be a matchup nightmare for a lot of teams. Get him out there, get him into space, and let the kid burn DBs. Linebackers, try to put a linebacker on him. Guess what? There's no way you're catching up to him. Put a safety on him. Good luck. Arian Smith can be a matchup nightmare. Just needs to work on those drops, and if he does, the sky's the limit for the kid. I really think he could have a breakout year, and that's my opinion. A lot of people might disagree. A lot of people might still not like him and think that it was a mistake. But give the kid a chance. I think AG and Tanner Engstrand are going to put this kid in a situation to succeed. Okay. Continuing on. I'm going to go with 2 people. Olu Fashanu, a left tackle, and Elijah Vera-Tucker. I have it spelled here. It's Elijah. It's AVT. So my apologies, guys. But Elijah Vera-Tucker and Olu Fashanu. When Olu moved to left tackle, he started out at right tackle, came in, he played good, but that was not his spot. That was not his side that he's normally good at, and he played well. When he moved to left tackle, when we were struggling over there, he did awesome. He did get hurt. He's had some injury concerns, but if he can stay healthy, this can be a left tackle for years and years to come. Remember the days of DeBrickashaw Ferguson. Think Olu Fashanu. If he can stay healthy, he's aggressive, and he's a great pass blocker. I think he can have a breakout season. Stays healthy, he could be that left tackle for a long, long time and be one of the top 5 left tackles in this league, in my opinion. He has that skill set. He's a leader on that offensive line. He's already helping out Armand Membu, talking to him about how to adjust as a rookie. The kid's only 1 year in after being a rookie, and he's already helping out the younger guys. That's leadership. That's being a solid teammate. That's what AG wants. And to boot, the guy's talented as heck. He's really, really good. stay healthy, and the sky's the limit for this kid as well. And going back to AVT, the guy, when he plays guard and he's healthy too, he came off a big injury last year and he's had his bang ups, but he's a great pass blocker and a great run blocker. Better as a run blocker. He's physical. Keep him at guard. He's an all-pro guard, and I think he's going to bounce back. I think he's going to have a great season. I think this offensive line as a whole, I could have put all of these offensive linemen on here as breakout candidates. I think this offensive line is going to be a top 3 unit in this league. I know they're young, and that's a bold prediction, but I am so passionate about this offensive line. I think they're all going to be good, but these two right here are the ones who are going to have better seasons. And don't be shocked if they're Pro Bowlers. And hopefully, I think more of our players are going to go. We have talent on this team, especially these two on the offensive line. These two are going to be breakout candidates. I would bet anything on it. Now, continuing on, we get to our defensive players, finally. The first one I'm going to talk about is Will McDonald. And you could already argue he had a breakout season last year. Double-digit sacks. What was his weakness? Wasn't the best when it came to run defending. He's getting another year in. He is going to get stronger. In college, he was good at setting the edge and good as a run defender. If he puts it all together, he can be a 3-down edge rusher. And imagine if Jermaine Johnson comes back, even though he's coming from an injury, if he's still solid and gives you the solid edge rushing ability, him and Will McDonald on the edge could be a great duo. He just needs to build up that run defense. We cannot have him just coming in on pass downs. I think he's going to get bigger and stronger, and he's going to be a 3-down edge. I think he's got that talent. And another player, Leonard Taylor III, undrafted defensive tackle last year, came in, had a lot of talent behind him. People were shocked he didn't get drafted, but there were not behavioral issues. There was work ethic issues. A lot of people think he took plays off in college, and he did. Honestly, if you watched his game, there were plays where he'd be in all the time, and then there would be others where you didn't even know where he was. He disappeared, didn't give full effort. Last year, he gave everything he had on every play. And honestly, I think this group likes Leonard Taylor a ton. That's why we didn't target defensive tackle in this draft. We signed Derek Nottie, which is good. I think he's going to be a good run stuffer right next to Q. But Leonard Taylor, I think, is going to become a monster. And don't be shocked if he's the one starting next to Quinnen Williams. I think he's going to be a monster on that defensive line. His pass rush ability is good. His run stuff ability is good. Keep that aggressiveness. He's a young kid. I think he could have a major breakout season just like Will McDonald. I think he takes another step forward. You see the workout videos he's putting on. The kid's a unit. And if he keeps that focus, keeps that edge, that chip on his shoulder, the kid could be problems for offensive lines. So Will McDonald and Leonard Taylor are my first 2 defensive players. And then my next one, and I think a lot of people will agree with this one, Andre Cisco. Andre Cisco played for the Jacksonville Jaguars last year. He is known as a ball-hawking safety. And what that means, if you're a casual fan and you don't know what that means, it's basically a guy who's always around the ball and is very aggressive, makes aggressive plays on the ball to intercept it or to do pass deflections. More so for the interceptions. He's a high-risk, high-reward type of kid. He's young. And what I mean by the high-risk, high-reward, he loves to jump passes, but it can burn you too. He has been known to get burned on plays because he wanted to go for that pick and ended up missing the ball, and the guy burned that defense for a large amount of plays. Andre Cisco, I think, fits this team, and if AG and Wilkes can do anything, they can teach defensive backs. Both of them were defensive backs in the NFL. Andre Cisco could be the Kirby Joseph of what the Detroit Lions have. He could turn into one of the best safeties in this league. I think this system fits him perfectly. He's aggressive, he can tackle, and he could be a stalwart back there. Don't be shocked if he has a great season, ton of interceptions, tons of tackles, a lot of pass deflections. He has a breakout season. Don't be shocked if it gets him into a bigger contract, a 3-year deal or a 4-year deal. The kid is young. AG believes in this kid. Wilkes believes in this kid. I believe in this kid. I think he's going to have a breakout season and be a great player for our New York Jets and make sure that that young unit that we do have as defensive backs stays strong. Because I think it's going to be Sauce Gardner. I think AZ Thomas is going to start for us. And I think Malachi Moore is going to be our other safety. And Andre Cisco starts too. Young defensive backs, but hungry defensive backs. And I know Andre Cisco is a hungry player as well. He's aggressive, physical, aggressive towards that ball. I think this system fits him perfectly and sets him up for the most success, which leads him into a bigger contract for the New York Jets next year. But guys, that is all I have for my breakout players. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think that these players are good candidates for breakouts? Do you have ideas of other players on the Jets that you think are breakout candidates? I could have said Malachi Corley. He could be one. AZ Thomas could be one. Malachi Moore could be one. He's I think he fell too far in the draft. I thought he was a second-round prospect. But if you're not a fan of the Jets, on your team, who do you think could be breakout candidates? Let me know down in the comments. I always love hearing from you guys. And I appreciate all the comments you guys have been leaving me. Like I always say, I take pride in the comment section, always returning comments. And if I don't get back to you right away, I try to get back to you as soon as possible. I always love talking with you guys, talking football. It doesn't have to be Jets. It could be any team. And I'm happy to talk with you and give you my honest opinions about how I think that team could be, or how I think those opinions, or how I think the players are. I always try to be honest. I always try to be fair as well, because I think that's the best way to do it. I'm not just going to be like, oh, I hate that team. Everybody sucks on that team. And then they go 12 wins. I'm going to be fair. Hell, you might not think I was fair when my live stream when I said the Jets were going to win 10 games. That schedule, I think the Jets have tons of talent on offense and defense. And based on these breakout candidates, if Justin Fields is a breakout player and has a great season, he can lead the Jets to the playoffs. 10 wins is not out of the question. Now, could be a 6-win season if everything doesn't go right. But definitely not a 3-win season like I've seen. I definitely see 10 or not, 9 or 10, honestly. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know who your breakout candidates are. And again, thank you so much for joining me in the Jets Ward. Have a great rest of your night, guys.